Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan to all. Like, I'm not really good with speeches, so sorry if I stop there or whatever, I'm really sorry. The topic that I'm here, I don't want to depress you all, but it's a very personal topic and I'm sure you might know. I'm not good. I want to start it off with a saying that I googled, but I really liked. لو الأم مدرسة فالأب مدير المدرسة ومؤسسها. For those who don't speak, the mother is the school, but the dad is the founder of the school and the head teacher. So without the dad, there's not going to be a mother really. I just want to talk about the importance of family. You all know my dad, maybe, I don't know, some of you do, some of you don't. Zahra Al Kurbassi, Zahra Al Kurbassi, Allah yarhamah. Can't believe I'm here talking about my dad. We all work, our parents sacrifice so much to raise us. Yeah, ironically, when they raise us and we become successful, when we work hard, we kind of get drifted away from them. We either get married, move out, And you think, after all those years, how much time do we actually spend with family? And now I'd do anything just to have at least 10-15 minutes with my dad, that's all, not even more. We were a really close family. I don't think families get closer than us. But for some reason, Allah wanted to take my dad to heaven, I guess. My dad did so much for the community, and a lot of you might have some connection, might have met him. He's been to Hajj for 12 years, 10 years of that he was with Al-Ihsan. And for somehow, and every year there were about 300-400 people. And mashallah, each person felt like they received some special treatment from my dad. I don't know how he found the time to do that, to help people. But somehow, he just had that talent. And I've tried so hard to sort of follow in his footsteps. I can't. I mean, even like the other day, I don't know if some of you joined the Facebook page, but we have vine leaves in our garden. And we'd never let them grow as much as they are now. I'm not really good at gardening or anything. I even cut the wrong ones. But he used to take them all and just randomly go to people's houses and just put them on the door for them to do vine leaf storm man. He's just thoughtful like that, like the little things that count really. I just wanted to say something about being close to family. One thing my dad always sort of made sure that we did, something as simple as having dinner together. Even once I had dinner with my friends, I'd come back and then he's like, Yalla ta'ayuk. I'm like, no Baba, I've already had food. He's like, no, just come sit with us, let's just have this, all together and everything. Now I realize how much, how important that was. Inshallah in the future when we have kids, one thing is just an hour of your day. Some of us here work and come back, okay, maybe not, but at least like Saturdays, Sundays, we all make an effort to spend time with our family, because honestly and truly, you never know when it might be our last day, their last day. The day before my dad traveled, a week before, he'd come back from Hajj. So he was practically pure. No sins, no nothing. And the night of his travel, we were having, their flight was in the evening. And my niece wanted to, we were having an early dinner. And my niece wanted to eat in front of the TV. And I don't know how indirectly I was like, no, you can't, you have to come eat with the family, because you never know, they're gonna go away for a long time. And my dad's gone away and not coming back. So that was the last meal. And now you think of it more, you think, that's it, it's gone. Wow, depressed all you guys. In Imam Zain al-Abidin was known for so many things, but this one is quite nice. Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam used to give charity at night secretly so that others don't know of his good deeds. And only after he passed away, after he passed away, the charity stopped. But then they realized that he had marks on his back from the things that he used to carry to give to the poor people. After my dad passed away, the things I started hearing about my dad, you know, how he's helped people, strangers, it was so comforting. Even, I knew, like, this girl came up to me and told me, you know, I didn't even know my dad knew her dad, to be honest. And back in the day, a couple of years ago, in the morning, he was off to work, his car had stopped, the guy. And my dad saw him and went and dropped him out of his way, just for the sake of dropping him, you know. I honestly can, like, give you a million stories, so I'm trying to give some just different ones. Briefly, this story is quite nice. Back in the day when we used to live in Syria, I was too young, but my mom told me the story. And she only told me the story after he passed away. But there was azma, some sort of panic, where there was no rice, no oil, no bread in Syria. And the nearest option was to go to Beirut. So my mom and dad would go to Beirut to get some food. And on the way back, this man really wanted food. I don't know, he was really poor, I don't know exactly, but he was really struggling. He was literally begging my dad, and my dad was like to him, look, you know what, here's a kilo of rice that we've got, you can have it. The next day, someone came to my dad. I don't know who this person is, no one knows, but he came and he brought 10 kilos of rice to my dad, just out of the blue. So, you know, you do something good, and then, like, without boasting about it, without wanting anything in return, but subhanAllah, Allah brings you stuff. Also, this is quite an interesting story. A couple of years ago, I got a phone call. The house phone rang and I answered. This man from Heathrow Immigration called us and said, oh, there's this guy in Heathrow, he's claiming that he knows you. Okay, and he's saying the name, but we don't know, we don't recognize the name. So my dad was like, okay, let's go get him from the airport. They went, for all you know, this guy could have been a terrorist or anything, and then we will be put it back to Iraq as well because of him. And then he came, this random guy, and my dad couldn't say no to him. I don't know how he got, his brother knows my dad, yeah. And he stayed in our house for a week, and my dad had to go up north to Bradford. And my dad took him with him, and he stayed in our house for 2 weeks, ate from us, and he just couldn't say no to him. He lived his life wanting just to help others. And how many of us here, like, you know, if we pass away tomorrow, what are we going to be remembered for? Imam Mustafa said, every single thing your eyes see contains a lesson. What I saw in my dad, the things that he'd done, is the greatest lesson I could ever learn. Not trying to be biased or anything, but he truly was the best dad ever. And I'm sure, for those who know, you'd all agree. He was a father to me, father to Hala, father to Mura, my friends. To ask them, they come to our house and my dad would force feed them. I don't know how many meals he would like stuff. He was just really generous and really helpful. Just to end it all my dad, and inshallah, like, we can pick from these little things. Okay, my dad wasn't a president, wasn't a king, wasn't just your random guy. Nothing's, you know. Yet somehow he touched so many lives. The way he passed away, as Hala, when my father passed away, and it was like the worst day of my life, and I was just distraught. Hala came, and she goes, your dad smacked it. because he really did smack it. You know, if we want to die, this is the best way to die. And as hard as the speech is giving it, now I can actually come to realize, you know, like, you know, mashallah, like, inshallah we all get to die in this way. He'd just come back from Hajj. And during just in that Hajj, he was telling the Hajjaj, your next pilgrimage goes straight to Karbala. That's where your next pilgrimage is. And that's where he went. He didn't actually make it in time for Karbala, but he's buried there. He's done Ghusl al-Jam'ah for 30 to about 40 years. And Ghusl al-Jam'ah, if you do 40 consecutive Ghusl al-Jam'ah, when you are buried, you're buried, nothing happens to your corpse, you just stay the same. He's always been on wudu, and he's always told me to sleep to 12 and then go to sleep, and before you go out, go to sleep, because you never know when it's your time, and then if you die on wudu, that's like, yeah. Tasbih al-Zahra. And he actually passed away in the morning, so he prayed Salat al-Fajr. And he passed away in a, what they call, like a group taxi. And the guy next to him claims that he heard my dad say the Shahada. And for you to be able to say the Shahada before you're passing away, it shows how strong your iman is, because, you know, if the angel of death is coming to get you, you'd probably be scared. You probably want to run away as well. But, dear Baba, I haven't written this, but I'm not very good at writing poems. I thought of you with love today, but that is nothing new. I thought about you yesterday and the day before that too. I think of you in silence and I often speak your name, but now all I have are memories and your picture in a frame. But your memories are my keepsake, with which I'll never part. God has you in his keeping, I have you in my heart. Thank you all, and please just, if you can take the time just to read Surah Al-Fatiha for him, followed by 3 times Al-Ikhlas, and 3 times Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, then he'll know by name who's read it for him. Thank you.